Because I had to send those freeds back and they tapered the vamp a bit more because I was really struggling to get over my box.
Which freeds did you send back?
The Omega.
The classics, right, okay.
Because I was really struggling with them and they tapered the vamp down a bit more for me. And they shortened the heel because the heel just wouldn't stay up. And it was grand, but it just didn't last long.
Okay. So, do you want to put toe pads on or do you want to try them without? It's up to you.
I tried them just to be on the safe side. If I can get it to go on. I gave myself a nice pedicure before I left home. Didn't last very long.
When did you come over? Yesterday, was it?
Yes.
Well, last night.
My flight got delayed as well, so it took forever.
Right, so this, I won't tell you what sizes they are to start with. So, this is a double E. And how do you like your shoes fitting?
I like to be able to feel the shoe completely, but I don't want to feel the floor. When I feel the floor, it feels like the shoe is dead to me.
You don't want to feel the floor?
No, I don't like feeling the floor.
Step up for me. So just do it demi-plie in first position. Okay, now where are your toes in these? Are they touching the ends of the shoes?
I can feel it a bit. That one more. I think that one's a bit bigger than...
The other one. Pop your feet parallel for me. Just put this one over onto its platform. Put that down. And this one. Okay, put that down for me. Now this is a 6, which these shoes are a generous fit to start with. So if you're sort of 5, 5.5, I'd say this shoe was even on the big side for you.
Because I can feel it pinching a little there, but I've always had that problem with shoes.
Yeah, and that will be the width because this is a double E, which is actually the widest they do. So just turn and face the bar for me, feet parallel. Just put this one on its platform first of all. Right, if you step onto Pointe for me now, tell me how they feel when you're on Pointe.
That one's still pinching at the side. That one feels comfortable, but that one is pinching. It is quite painful there.
Okay, come down for me. You can take them off. So I would even say, in terms of the length, they are even a little bit big for you.
Yeah.
And that's a 6. Just because there's quite a lot of room at the back of the shoe in those. Now, if you go down a smaller size, it's going to get even tighter here.
Yeah.
And you do that so you can see. Feet first and demi-plie.
Yeah, I can feel it already.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that heel won't stay on.
No. Okay, take those off. So that's a 6. I'm going to try, just let me have a look at the 6.5 on you because I
The ones that I got were 6.5 E.
Double E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the sole wasn't going past my foot. I still had that pinch. And so I just tried them on with a sock.
Right. Oh, you had a sock on?
Yeah.
Right.
Is that your phone?
Oh, it is, yes. So just put that on. Right, now stand up. So feet first and demi-plie. Tell me if you can feel the ends of the shoes here. With the toes.
Not really.
No. You see, now when you do this, there's an awful lot of shoe at the back. For me, I think you're probably feeling more comfortable with the width because the shoe's longer. but I think that shoe is too long for you.
Yeah, no, I know for that.
Yeah. Okay, take those off for me.
Sorry if this video comes out shaky.
Mine's worse. I just shake constantly. Like, you can stop and start it, you don't have to have it constant.
Well, I'll give them a proper video. I'm a professional.
Okay, so this is the block. Stand up for me. So feet first, demi-plie.
I can already feel the edge of the box.
Sit down.
Yeah. Because I know I do need to work on my metatarsals a lot more. Like my first pair, I wasn't pointing my feet properly.
Right.
And as I was growing, my toes curled, so they still curl properly.
Right.
But I'm getting there.
Just work in progress.
Yeah. I can get halfway through a towel.
Get halfway through the
Halfway through before I can't do it anymore.
before you break into a sweat. Okay, so stand up for me now. So demi-plie those. Tell me how they feel in the length. Are your toes touching the ends of the shoes?
Yeah, but I can still feel it a little bit more on that one rather
So
than that one.
So they should be touching the end, but is this pressing uncomfortably at the ends?
Not as much.
So pop your feet parallel. Just pop this one on its platform for me. Just pop that down.
Like, I can feel it more than I can right.
Yeah. You'll have one foot bigger than the other. Pop this one on its platform straight over. Okay, so turn and face the bar for me. Feet parallel. Pop this one on its platform. And step onto point. And tell me how those feel.
I can feel that one more than I can that one.
Feel it where?
I can feel my toe touching the box more than that one.
So the bottom, the platform.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this your big foot?
Possibly, I don't know. I honestly do not know.
So we can play around with the width. Take those off for me. I don't want to go any bigger because that will make your right foot your shoe too big.
What would you say sells better out of the frees? The studios
Studio
or the
Pro.
classics?
Studio Pro. Having said that, it's very difficult to get at the moment because it's back to school season.
Yeah. Move, I think it was, had a sale on their Fortes. They took them down to, I think, £15.
Really?
And I love having them and breaking them down to turn them into a soft block
Yeah.
because they're so comfortable once they're broken down.
Mm.
Like, they're like slippers.
Right.
Like, they're so comfortable.
Yeah, I think there's not many that you can break down into soft blocks anymore because of the materials that they use. See, now that's too narrow for you. You can see that there on your foot.
Yeah, no, I can feel it,
Yeah.
especially at the top.
Okay, sit down for me.
I have chubby feet.
Ooh.
No, I start back to class next week,
Right.
Tuesday, and hopefully all going well. Depending how many is there, I may be doing Pointe with them. Hopefully,
Right.
depending how many is in the
Because
class.
did you say you're going to 2 teachers?
Yes. now.
You see, now the only other shoe that I would try you in, just because of the width of your foot, would be a classic, but I don't want to go down that route because they obviously don't last you at all. Which is the downside of the classics. They're nice to work in, but they don't last very long at all. I do have another shoe, but this is a Merlet shoe.
I've never tried them, ever.
This is a new shoe, but they're only making it in one width because that's what they do when they make new shoes, but I don't think this is going to fit, but we're going to try.
I've never tried them. I've seen them, and they look pretty as hell, but I've never tried them.
Just put this one on, if you can. That's too
No,
narrow.
it's just,
Once it gets feedback from dancers, they'll then make the different widths, but it's a brand new shoe.
I think a lot of companies are just trying to compete with Gain and Minden. Like Briscoe's Dream Pointe was supposed to be their equivalent, and that shank snapped within my first class.
I don't like Gain and Minden, to be honest.
They do last you forever though.
Yeah, I think any shoe that makes it easy for you to get onto point has to not be doing you a tremendous amount of good.
Like whenever I go between my different shoes, I know when I'm relying on the shoe and when I'm relying on me, because I can feel the difference. Like when I wear my Gain and Mindens now, I struggle to hold myself up, so I know I'm relying on the shoe.
Yeah. But anyone without that level of experience, you know, they're not doing themselves any favours. So the only you see, those would be the only three shoes that I would fit you in. The Bloch Studio Pro and the Classic. We've gone down the Classic road before. I don't know how you feel about those. The way I fit point shoes, or the way I sort of interact with my customers, is this is what we have, this is what fits you, but obviously it's you that's dancing in the shoes. So I mean, you're more than welcome to try those on again, but what's your gut feel for how they felt?
The Freeds were the more comfortable of the two, but I could feel the shoe more in the blocks.
In a good way?
I do like to feel my shoes, because if I don't feel my shoes, then I don't know what's working and what's not working.
Yeah.
But the Freeds were more comfortable.
Try them on again if you want.
Yeah, try the Freeds on again. Okay.
No, I'll let you put them on. I'm just going to get off the tea mat before you step onto food. Just stand on there for me because this is more now, it's not.
Yeah.
I think.
The ones when I was in Freed of London, they just didn't stay in place. And see, whenever you're trying to look at your shoes in the mirror, because they don't have bars, they basically just hold your hands. It's
Yeah. They came here to do a fitting event in July, which was really good for the girls up here, because if you don't go to London, you don't experience sort of
It's a
their
very
knowledge.
small shop though.
I know.
It's very small. I was not expecting it to be that small. See, that one pinches there, whereas that one I can feel. That one I can feel the platform more. But these are the more comfortable of the two.
You see, from my point of view,